Hi students, I welcome you all in lecture number 11, the Elementor Pro tricks. In this lecture, I will tell you some of the hidden features or some of the very useful features for the Elementor Pro. Moving forward. Okay, so what we will learn today? We will see that we have Elementor in white background. So if we want to make it in like a dark background, how we can make it? How we can just change the developer tool Elementor background. Then we will see what is additional breakpoint. So by breakpoint, I mean that when we click on the responsive button, we can just see that in mobile or in tablet version. But if we want to add some more display options, then how we can do that? Then we will see that how to reverse a column. Means if we have a different column settings in desktop version, and when we go to mobile version, and if we just change the columns, suppose we make right column left and left column right, then when we'll be come back to desktop, it will be changed. But by this specific feature, reverse column, desktop has different columns designing and mobile has different. Then we can just look at the button link options, that how we can just make a button clickable, and when will user will click on the button, the page will open in the new tab, and we don't want our users to leave our website. That's why. Okay. And then there is a setting in the Elementor in which we can just replace URL. Sometimes we just, when we migrate the website, whole website, some of the URLs present are broken in the Elementor when we migrate it. So by the replace URL option feature, we can just replace all of the specific URLs which are broken into a new URL. Then we can also update some CSS settings. Sometimes it happens when we are working on Elementor, our page breaks. So in that case, when our page breaks, so what to do? Because we need our CSS to be back, because every design feature is broke on the front end. So there is a hidden feature in the Elementor settings that regenerates CSS. It regenerates every CSS back. Then we will see about the slideshow or the video background out behind any section, how we can just make the slideshow without using any widget, or how we can just put the video in the background, how we without any widget, using any widget. Then we will see the Elementor form submission and what is a honeypot. Okay, honeypot, for example, if you have made a form, okay, then when someone just fill out the form, we just collect the information, but sometimes we don't want the robot entry, so we put honeypot there just to be safe from that. Then we'll see the Forminator plugin in detail, and we'll just design it again, and I'll just show you how to integrate and design it properly, and what are the other features of Forminator plugin. And then we'll just move on to the next tool builder. We'll just see the introduction about the WP Bakery, and we'll also start working on the premium theme. This Electro theme I have given you, it is the like fourth or fifth most used e-commerce theme in the uh, theme forest market, and it is the most widely used, one of the most widely used e-commerce theme. The name is Electro, and in the next upcoming lectures, I'll give you complete introduction about the Electro theme, and I'll also tell you each and every widget of the WP Bakery as well. But in today's lecture, we'll just see the introduction to WP Bakery. Okay, so sorry, my pardon. This is not assignment. This is your practice. This is only your practice. Okay, so just practice the class tasks on your server. Okay. Let me just change it for you because it is task, not the assignment. Okay. Then, okay, let me just move over to the server. And first thing is dark mode Elementor Pro. So we'll just go into new page, and I'll just open the Elementor here. Okay, so all the pages are open now, and I'll open the page by Elementor. Okay, now this is loading. Okay, so now after this loading of Elementor, the first thing we'll see that how to make the background of the Elementor Pro to dark version. Okay. Okay, so now our Elementor is on. So first of all, we'll just go to this site settings here by this button, and we'll just go to user preferences. Okay, so now UI theme is auto detect according to our desktop setting, but I don't want to this to detect. I want this in dark background. So now this is in dark background, and okay, I can also make this width according to my size. If I wanted like more, so I'll just make it 500. Let's say 1500. So it is up to me. If I want to make it 100, it is up to me. Okay, so it is by default 300. Sure. And I'll just make the show editing handles when hovering over the element edit button. When I'll just go to this edit by Elementor, it will show me the button that this is just for the Elementor. Okay, and this is for the responsive thing. If I'll just hide it, okay, so I cannot just go towards the responsive buttons. Okay, this shows the responsive buttons, and I can also make it light. Okay, and what I've told you that it if I make it on auto, it detects accord and sync it according to operating system settings. Okay, because right now my operating system is not a darker version, that's why okay, yes, it is not darker, so that's why it is auto detected. Okay, so next thing would be additional breakpoint. Okay, let me just update it. Okay, the page is reloading. I had to reload it again. Okay, so Elementor is loading again on the page. And the next thing is additional breakpoint. So what is additional breakpoint? When I've told you that when we'll be working on you could say a responsive column, then we have three modes that like the desktop version, the mobile version, and the tablet version. But if I want to add some more features, like suppose when I click on this responsive mode, these three things will come up, and if I want to reset this zoom effect, I can just reset it to 100, and if I want to make it zoom, then I can just zoom it, and from this I can go into tablet version, and from this I can just see in the mobile version. Okay, so by default it is set to 767px, and this is set to 1024px screen. Px means pixels, and this is for the desktop. Okay. Okay, so I want to manage the breakpoints. Also, I'll just click this setting button. Okay, so now this thing starts loading. Okay, when you'll click this button, this will appear. So my active breakpoint is mobile and tablet. You can see here. But if I want to add like mobile extra, it will also give me a thing for if I have like big screen mobiles, and if I have like tablet extra, the big screen iPad Air, and if I have widescreen, I can do that. And I can also see it on mobile extra, tablet extra, laptop. Okay, the laptop screen. And my mobile test breakpoint is 767 pixels. I can just make it here. Mobile extra is 880 pixels, tablet is 1024, tablet extra is 1200, laptop is 1366, 13 inches, and widescreen is 24 inches, 2400 px. Okay, so I'll just update these settings. Okay, so I have to reload the Elementor again in order to see changes here. Okay, and after the reloading of Elementor, I will show you the breakpoints we have just created. Okay, so now, okay, this is the thing. Just remember, in case when we lose the CSS. So this is also in our today's lecture, Elementor CSS settings. Okay, sometimes it happens just to excessive because of excessive reloads again and again. So now when I'll click on responsive mode, you'll see different devices here. See here. So this is the laptop screen. Okay, and this is tablet extra. This is tablet simple. This is mobile extra, and this is mobile, and this is desktop. Okay, so we do have different sizes, and this is widescreen. Okay, so how our thing looks on Elementor, every device we have. So I hope you got my point. Next thing is a reverse column. Okay, for example, we have like, let me just open. Okay, so here, which is our default tablet extra, maybe laptop. Yeah, not this one. That desktop is, I think so. Yeah. So I'll go into the column. Okay, so this is broken, so I'll just have to just reload it once again, but this is not the right way to do it. Okay, the right way to do it. Okay, let me just go into this thing first, the Elementor CSS settings. Whenever this thing happens, just go to here, Elementor and tools. I'll tell you all of this. in the video after some time, but first of all, okay, so then I'll just go to regenerate CSS data, regenerate files and data, and also just I'll sync the library. So when it will reload, it will just give us back on the editor or on the page if it is broken when you have opened some page and it is made by Elementor. So sometimes it happens when we reload the page again and again, so it loses the CSS. That's why we just come here and we just regenerate the files and CSS. Okay, so we have regenerated. Now I'll just refresh it. Still, if it doesn't occur, then I'll see it for the different option. If still it gives the broken CSS. Okay, my server is being shitty. Okay, let me just do other things just to show you. Suppose I'll go into this mobile version. Okay, but I cannot find out the columns here. Where we have two columns. Yeah, here I have the first column is this picture, and the second column would be this headings, I guess. Yes. Okay, first is our vision and second is our mission. Yes. So I'll go into the advanced tab. I'll open this column. Okay. And in responsive, okay, there should be an option. Okay. There should be an option of reverse columns. Let me just find it out. Okay, so this option was not in the column. We have to just come into the section settings and then in advanced, then in responsive. Okay, so the idea behind is if we want to change the columns in mobile, desktop, or tablet, the columns, if we make changes in column, it happens in every 3 devices. But I want a different look. Suppose if I want this image on top of here on our vision, and because right now when we'll go back to the desktop, you see it has a right side image and left side uh, or above image or downwards text. But I just want to reverse the column. So when I'll just make it yes, and then I'll just replace it in tablet or mobile, but this desktop version will not get affected. Okay. And the next thing, oh, okay, let me just open a new page. And next thing is button link options. So I'll just put in a button and I'll show you different options associated with that button. Let me just open the contact page because we have buttons here. Okay, so in this contact page, when we'll be working with the button, I'll just show you the different tricks where of how much how we can just play with that button as well. Okay, let this page be open. Okay, so last server was just causing some issues, so we'll just practice the next things here. Okay, I've opened all pages, and I'll just open the Elementor, and let me just quickly move on to the button link options. Okay, we are done with this three options. Okay, so I'll just go to maybe home page, because we were working on this page when we were just creating the last e-commerce website few days ago in the last week. Okay, so this is now opening. As soon this will be opened, then I'll just show you the next tricks with the Elementor. Okay, so first of all, the button. Okay, let me just find out the place where I'll put the button. Okay, um, okay, let me just create a row. Then after this row, I want a button here. Okay, now after this button, we see that when we'll just click these link options. Okay, suppose if I want it to go at https www dot sharing and co.com, and I want it to be open in a new window and no follow. Okay, if I want to give a specific key or value or parameter to this button, I can also give that. Okay, and let me just update it, and go to sharing and co. Okay, so now it is updated, and when I'll open this preview page just to see the working of the button, if it is working correct or not. Okay, here, so you see I haven't closed this my old website, and I'm also redirected to the next website, which is sharingandco.com. Okay, so this was also one kind of trick, and next thing would be replace URL. So for that I will go into the Elementor, and in the tools, when I've told you that if while migrating some of the links get broken, so we have the tools for everything. So when I'll go to this replace URL, and over here I will just place the old url.com, and here I will just place the new URL, and I'll just replace all the URLs. It is just like find and replace in Microsoft Word. It just work like that. Okay, let me just also give you a brief demo. We have settings of Elementor here. Okay, so this is general setting, the post types on which the things we want to work the Elementor. default, if I want to disable the default global colors, I can do that. About the fonts, I can do that. And I can just track the user data sharing. If I'll just connect Elementor with the data sharing plugin, and if I want to style it, I can just give it a styling. And I've told you from here I can go into the background mode and just make it dark, lighter, or anything. And if I want to integrate different API keys or CAPTCHA, I can just do it here. If I want to just go to advanced setting and just as enable or disable these switches or filters, I can do it here. And for experiment, if I want to go into this DOM output settings or improved asset loading, means if the website is loading too much slow, then I can just make it active. Okay, next thing would be submissions. Submissions, if we have created a form like this, so when this will be submitted, if I've used this thing, this widget, then for example, if I've used this widget and I am just getting every submission through this form, then where it will go, it will go into these submissions. Okay, next thing is custom fonts, which in the earlier lectures I've shown you that how to enable your custom fonts. If I want to create some custom icons of my choice, I can do it here. If I want to custom code in Elementor something, I can do it here. If I want to give it a role of using Elementor to some specific person, and if I want to restrict some specific person, I can do it here. Okay, and these are the tools which I've told you earlier, in which we have replaced URL, the regenerate CSS. Okay, if I just lose some CSS while working, I can just come here and regenerate the file data. If I want to just maintain just to show maintenance mode in the front end, and I want to just debug anything, then I can just make a debugger bar active and say mode enabled. Okay, and I'll also go to this maintenance mode, and I will just maybe just say it is under maintenance or coming soon, and who can access the backend still, who is the logged in person. And if I can for example, if it is under maintenance mode, I want to disable show some specific page, I can also do that. Okay, if I want to export or import a template kit, what is a template kit? It is just like the pages I've given you, and where you will just importing the pages, those were the import or export kits. Next thing is system information and getting started. That these are all theoretical part. And okay, this is your license when you have just activated the pro version, so it will just show me what is my license. And okay, so this is active and the pro active and under this email. Okay, we can disconnect it here and we can just switch it for another account from here and my account from here. Okay. Okay, we have covered these two options. Then the slideshow video background. Okay, and the last thing would be honeypot from the Elementor. Okay, so I'll just go into this when okay, this setting, I have just chosen the image. Okay, let me just delete this image. This is on the front end, the image tag. Okay, I'll just go to the back end, and this is the classic in which I can just put in an image or color. This is gradient. I can just put two colors. If I want to put some video here, suppose when I'll go to this webme, and I'll go to the specific link of the any video, and I want to show a video over here without using any widget. So what I'll do is I'll open this playlist, and let me open any video. Suppose this one. This has a specific link. Okay, this thing. Okay, then what I'll do is I'll just put it here. and I can just set maybe the start time. Okay, so this is now loading. And then I can just make it any specific, and I will just enable these buttons. This should be played on mobile. The privacy mode only work for YouTube videos. If I want to if it doesn't load, so what should appear here? And background overlay, if I want to overlay an image in front of it, then I can also overlay it. If I want to make a border, it is just like the simple old settings. Okay, so in the background we have the video now. Okay, so next thing would be if I want to see that if I want to make it a slideshow without using the widget. Okay, let me just refresh it. Okay, until this is refreshing, we have to wait. Okay, so now it is refreshed. Next part would be the slideshow. Let it be refreshed fully. Okay, let's go to style of this section. And this would be the slideshow. Okay, I'll just select the 2 to 3 images just to show you the slideshow. For example, this. Okay, so this is the gallery, and I'll just insert the gallery. Now it will just show you the slideshow. Okay, I'll just remove this intersection, and I can just work with the settings of this slideshow. If I'll just go into this again. Okay, so here I can just work with the transition or speed or anything. Okay, then I'll just update this. And next and last thing from the Elementor would be the form and honeypot. Okay, I have maybe shown you a form here. Okay, so this is your form, and suppose I want to, okay, I don't want to copy, I want to add an item, and the type would be honeypot. Okay, so I just have to do this only. If I'll just write honeypot, it will not appear. This is what it does in the backend. It just saves from the bot entries, robot entries. If anyone wants to enter the robot entry, it cannot enter. Okay, so I just want to activate this honeypot. I can do it here. If I want to make some other things, I can just make text, email, text area, URL, telephone, radio buttons, select buttons, checkbox, acceptance, text box, number, date, date picker, time picker, file upload, password, HTML area, hidden area, step-by-step things, captcha, and honeypot. So I can just make any kind of form using this. Okay, next thing is Forminator plugin. Okay, let me just show you once again. I'll go to this Forminator. We can just create forms, polls, different quizzes. All of the submissions from these three come here, and these are the pro features, integrations, add-ons, and settings. Okay, now we'll just go to forms, because mostly we have things when we want to create form. I use this or Elementor Pro form. Okay, if you want, sometimes your client asks you to make any quiz or polls, you can just go to Forminator plugin. Okay, uh, we have created For example, I maybe created this RAQ, so I'll just preview it how it looks. Okay, I don't like this look, so I'll just change it. I'll go to edit. The main thing I just want to show is that how to edit this quickly. Okay, then I'll go to appearance and I'll make it material, and next thing is I'll update it side by side, and then I'll just preview it so how it looks now. Oh, it's looked very good to me. I don't want this color or this color here, so I can just change it. I'll just go below okay, in the colors, I don't want to use default colors. In the colors, I want to go to submit button, and I will just change it to red color. Let's say red color. Okay, here, and I will just update it. Okay, let me just preview it right now. Okay, so it is in red color. So you can change it like this. If I want to choose this file upload button, I can just do it here. Here, supposedly I want to make it black. So what I'll do is I'll just click this here and I'll just drop it here. I'll just update it, and I will just go to preview here. So it properly works. It asks me for the choose file. Okay. Next thing is introduction to WP Bakery. Okay, what is WP Bakery? WP Bakery is another plugin which exactly works like Elementor. It just allows you to create a beautiful websites. Most of the websites, you can say 90 to 95% or 90% websites are developed in Elementor, but 10% are also developed in WP Bakery. So these two are the top front-end tool builders. So we are done with the Elementor. In case of any query or questions, you can ask me about the Elementor, but now we are moving forward to the WP Bakery. But before that, we'll be working on the Pro Premium theme, so which is paid, and it is the good theme to work and to make e-commerce. It is electronics theme. Okay, if we'll just see the price of this, it is premium and paid. I'm just giving you for free just for your practice. Okay, so if you want to buy it by the license, you can go here and you'll see that it is maybe up to $70. I don't remember the price now, because I've already bought it. Okay, it is $60 and around about 60 and 17.60 the maintenance. I've already bought it, so that's why it is just asking me for renew support. Okay, and when you will buy anything from Theme Forest, you have the profile here, and in the downloads you can go here and it will show you the different themes you have bought. Okay, so I've given you in the canvas with the name of this, and I'll just go to themes here, and from tomorrow I'll just start telling you about the WP Bakery. But now WP Bakery is exactly embedded in this premium theme. That's why we don't have to buy WP Bakery all of the time separately. So I'll just add this new theme, and okay, so I have to upload it because this is a zip file. And we'll find WP Bakery and Slider Revolution. I'll also tell you about the Slider Revolution. It is also a premium plugin just to make different sliders. Okay, so I'll upload this theme here. Should ask me to upload. Let me just refresh it. Maybe it has some caching error. Okay, so I want to, it is not working. Why? Sure. Okay, because this is not free, it will not appear here, but this is different. Okay, so when you'll press this upload button, it will ask you to upload the file. So I'll just click it and I'll go into the folder, which is selection number 11, and I'll just upload this folder here, and I'll just click on the install now button. It will start installing this plugin into my server. I have to wait just to in order to install it. So it is getting installed and we have to wait it. I just want to show you the look and feel of the front end after the install, and I want to show you the plugins after the install, and we're done with the today's lecture. Sometimes when we are adding new themes, they're heavier, their zip files are heavier, so they take time, and it also depends upon your speed or your server speed, your internet speed, so everything matters. Okay, so now it is successfully installed. I will just activate it just to show you the front end. Right now the front end is like this. We have this header and all that. Okay, I'll just leave it here, and this is now activated. Okay, so now it is asking for these recommended plugins: one-click demo import, Redux framework, regenerate thumbnails, WP form slide, WooCommerce, YITH, and all of the stuff, wish list and compare. So I'll just dismiss it for now because I want to show you the front end. And WP bakery is also given by this by default. So you'll see a complete change in the header, footer, and rest of the things we have to manage. Okay, you'll see we have everything, every menu here changed. Okay, so thank you for today's lecture. Bye for now.